Welcome, everyone. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to New Lexington High School. Kevin Rao with you tonight, along with Marcus McPeck, our videographer Natalie Rich, as we bring you the Philo at New Lex game. It was senior night here. A couple of seniors recognized before this contest tonight. It was Abby Denny and Addison Wysinski. So Abby and Addison tonight. So congratulations to them and their families. Now the starting lineups being introduced, and we're a little later. We had a three-set, very tight game. In fact, overtime in there, extra points in the third set, but New Lexington came back and won after falling in the first set.
Yeah, the JV girls for New Lexington, they were showing a little bit of complacency towards the end of the match. And I'm wondering if there's going to be some danger of that with this varsity team, because on paper this game is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, New Lexington has only lost 5 games, and Philo's won 4, I believe, as we looked at the records. So you would think that, but here's what I've learned about the MVL. You just don't know how things are going to go. And so we'll see tonight. New Lex in the white jerseys with pink numbers and lettering. Philo in their colors of yellow and blue. And here we go. Great crowd, as there always is here at New Lex.
They do bring them out for volleyball.
It had the growth of this sport over the last 5 years has been incredible, and it's been really promoted by the college game, where you see programs like Nebraska selling out their football stadium for a match. Ohio State at one time had the most people watching on television when they played
impressive
last year.
Yeah, it's a truly global sport too.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it might only be second to soccer globally.
Well, when you see the Columbus Fury, the professional team in Columbus, those women have played all over the world before coming back last year when the league was started.
One thing I'm curious to see with this game is New Lex has a long feeling out process at the beginning of each set, and they like to give up big early leads that they then come back and win. I'm curious if that's going to happen in this game.
Or maybe that's something they discussed right away. Well, there's the first point for Philo, coming off the serve of Aaliyah Bussey. Bussey's second serve. And another good one. It just dies in front of the back line. Nobody able to get to it. And just like that, 2-0, Marcus.
Yep.
You might have your crystal ball out today.
It's been something to watch because it's happened in every game.
Another one, but this time Gracie Newland goes down to get it. Set up. At the net, a little out of system there. It'll go to the back row. Newland. And nice kill from Carolyn Dupler.
Great kill.
And that'll get into the game. One of those seniors we were talking about, Addison Wysinski, and she'll go back and serve.
Traditionally a great server.
Got that kind of left-handed knuckleball, but this one into the net.
I gave her the commentator curse.
Yes, you did. 3-1, Philo on top. Now serving, it'll be Liv Fink. To the back row it goes. Both teams getting good chances. And a nice push over the top. Another one coming from the other side. And that time Burkhart fed Lena Fink.
I love those soft touch kills. This new Lex team does that very, very well. They've got very soft touch, and they just pick their spots.
Dupler serves it this time. Newland. And, boy, I tell you, both teams going down to get those back row hits.
Yes, they are.
Wysinski. Burkhart sets it up. Can it be saved? Newland, what a great job on the line. Gets it forward. Philo. And there's the kill from Lexi Charles. Quick replacement in for Charles.
New Lex is getting Chloe Dick in the front line in that kill spot, and she leads this team in kills by a decent number. So it'll be interesting to see if that score starts to flip, especially with Gracie Newland getting ready to serve, who leads this team in aces.
Newland to the back row to her opposite number, Staker, and good kill from the front row. That was Bree Wolf, one of the seniors on this Philo team.
Philo in pretty much every sport, no matter what their record looks like, they are a dangerous game on your schedule.
Well, they are tough competitors for sure.
They always come to play. There's no quit in them, even if they're not fundamentally a great team. And there's that kill from Chloe.
Chloe Dick with the kill.
She is the star of this team, only a junior too. So this team's gonna be great next year for sure.
Well, and just watch their other teams down the line.
Right.
They're gonna be good for a while.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but number 18 on the JV team, incredible player.
Yeah, that's Layla Baker, just a freshman. Yeah, she's a dominant force in the JV games. So tied at 5. Staker goes down to get it. Burkhart comes around to Chloe Dick. Flat-footed overhand. Kill try goes to the back row. Dick with another one. She likes to go cross court. A block at the net.
Great block.
That's Corinne McIntyre. Very smooth at the net. Easy to get under or into the net on those kind of shots. She was able to avoid it.
That was perfect.
Back set and a kill from the back. Getting into that was Hallie Harris. Serve coming from the libero Staker. Burkhart, and
tried to keep it alive, couldn't quite get it.
Yep, didn't quite. Ava Snedeker in there, the freshman, the tallest player on the team at 6'3". Burkhart, and was it tip? Nope, thought I heard a sound, but no. Snedeker's kill a little bit long.
6'3" freshman. Insane.
Yeah.
If she comes into her own as an athlete, because right now she still has some of that awkwardness of a tall, lanky player. If she comes into her own, she will be a force.
Yeah, she's already a good athlete.
Absolutely.
But Philo playing a little better at the net right now. As the touch from Aaliyah Bussey scores the point. Puts the Electrics up 9-6. Staker serve. Set up again for Snedeker, and again, just a little long. Again.
And that's the inexperience. Just giving a little too much on it, not quite getting that soft touch down yet.
Yeah, she was a little way away from the net. That happens a lot. Burkhart sets it. There's Chloe Dick. And then it goes long off the kill attempt from Liv Fink. Now you're going to hear me say the name Fink on both sides, but they're actually spelled differently. Lena Fink for New Lex is F-I-N-C-K. Set in the middle.
Oh, miscommunication.
Everyone thought it was going to be a back set coming this way.
Yep.
Instead, it went to the middle. New Lex pulls to within 2, and it'll be Chloe Dick to serve it.
As good as she is on the attack, she is also great on the back line. She leads the team in digs as well.
And there we have some contact at the net, so the block attempt, and then the out of bounds, it will go to Philo up by 3 again, and Hallie Harris to serve it. Burkhart, little touch on the backside. That was Dupler. And then into the net it goes, and a point for New Lex.
Just didn't get quite under it.
Back into the lineup for the Panthers comes Lena Fink.
This is usually when you see New Lex start to run away. Once it gets to this mid-game point, they really start to find their footing.
And there's Snedeker. This time she times it up. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Marcus.
It's interesting to see because it's literally almost every set that I've watched.
And all tied up at 11. Here come the Panthers. In for Philo comes Ava Robbins, and she will replace Ava White. So one Ava for another.
Great block.
Good save on both sides.
It was.
Dupler. Set up a big push cross court. Burkhart in the middle of the touch, and it was
great
perfect.
Soft touch.
Lena Fink with the point from her middle hitter spot.
Again, it's that soft touch. They just put it right where they need to.
Serve to the back row. Back set, blocked.
Great block.
Combination of Dupler and Fink on the left side. That's a 13-11 lead, and Philo will call timeout because just as Marcus predicted, the Philo Electrics race to a lead only to see New Lex kind of get themselves composed and come back to take the lead themselves. So a couple of football games tomorrow night, huh?
Yep, we have New Lex versus Meadowbrook, and I don't remember our other game. I can actually pull it up.
Yeah, we'll get you that by the next set.
It's Tri-Valley versus Philo. So both.
And where's that?
I believe that is at Philo.
Okay. So Tri-Valley at Philo, Meadowbrook here at New Lex.
Yep.
Got to tune those in. South 60 Films doing another great job. I'm just lucky to hang on once in a while. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Corinne McIntyre with a second serve. Lobs that one a little bit more, and perfect.
Get under it.
Ava Robbins not able to dig it out where somebody could hit it. Kind of went into the bottom of the net, which is so tough to rebound from.
She didn't quite catch it on her arm. She got it on her hands, didn't get the angle on it she wanted.
There she does. Harris with the set, and then the hit for the winner. Back in for Philo comes Ava White, replacing the other Ava Robbins. Bussey with the serve. Newland, Burkhart, Snedeker will push it across. There's a hit for cross. Burkhart sets up Fink in the middle, but a good block Over it comes from McKenna Staker. Burkhart. And
they've got their blocks going.
A lot of action at the net. Chloe Dick. Burkhart sets it up in the middle. The touch, and once again, Fink. Just wonderful. That'll get Wysinski back into the game to serve, and Snedeker will sit down.
It's interesting. She almost takes the role of a libero on this team. It's always her and Snedeker swapping out for the front and back line. And that's almost the only substitution this team makes is when they make that round.
And there was a tip called on that last hit, which went out. So Philo's point, they're down by a couple in this first set. Burkhart overshot her original person, and that one will go out. Trying to hit it away from the block, and nope, we've got somebody was under the net.
It would appear so.
So Philo within a point now, 15-14. Liv Fink.
This is looking a lot like the Coshocton game last week. In the first set, they were jockeying for position a lot, and then after that, it was basically all new Lex. The sets were close, but they were never in real danger of losing.
Dupler goes long there with the kill. We're tied at 15. Wysinski, Burkhart in the middle, and just so hard to control at the net when Lena Fink gets the right steps. New Lex retakes the lead. It'll be Dupler to serve. Good dig by Bussey. Burkhart to Chloe Dick. You can play it off, and Philo does a good job to make that play, but she went under. Good try by Bree Wolf.
Just couldn't quite control the momentum.
And I don't know if folks could see, but it went off the backboard of the basket that's tied up to the ceiling.
It may have just barely caught it.
But you can play it off that. Good serve. Back set, and will go out. And New Lex with their biggest lead at 18-15. Caroline Dupler will serve it again. Staker the dig. Set comes down the line, but out. Tried to sneak one down the far side.
Yeah, they're just not quite getting it in play.
19-15. Back set to Charles. Her shot blocked. Dug it out there. Has to come across. It does. Staker gets it over. Newland. Now Burkhart. Now Chloe Dick. Bussey with the dig. Cross court on the hit. Got to come over. Chloe Dick. Bussey. A push across tipped. And Chloe Dick again, but once again Bussey there. Push across. Wysinski digs it out. Fink. Over it comes. Hit in the middle, and a nice block.
This new Lexington team is just so athletic around the net. It's tough to get anything by them, even without Snedeker on the floor.
That time it was Fink and Chloe Dick in the middle, and nice tip across on the shot that came over. 21-15, set number one here at New Lex. Philo, back set to Charles. Her shot blocked into the net. Once again, great block on this side, Chloe Dick. And we're going to get a timeout. 22-15. Again, we played at 25 in these, if there are 4 sets. If there's a 5th set, we do that to 15. But New Lex awakened and now lead by 7. And a lot of it, Marcus, has been just on great blocks at the net.
They're just so good around that net. It's genuinely tough to get past them, especially once they're locked in. Like I said, they always have that feeling out process at the beginning of sets, but once they're in, and they're tough. And from the statistics I was reading, if this does go to a 5th set, New Lexington has never lost a 5th set this season.
Although I think the fans, given how long we've been running, would like them to get it before that.
Yeah.
To the back row, Staker. Chloe Dick, and good dig. We'll send it right back across. Charles, opposite side. In the middle, and I'll tell you, she's having a fantastic game. Lena Fink with the kill.
She's a great player. I was actually surprised to see that she's not leading the team in any categories because she is great.
Block in the middle, and nice play by Philo to get it back across. Chloe Dick
kill.
Puts it just inside the line, and we are at set point.
She gets so high on those kills.
Dupler's serve. And just kind of got no man's land for Philo, and set 1 goes to New Lex. Little 3-minute break here, but it reminds you again, we've got football tomorrow on South 60 Films. Be here at New Lex. Oh, and by the way, you can see there that South 60 Films.
New Lex Athletics would like to recognize South 60 Films as today's game sponsor. We thank you for your support of our young student athletes this year.
Our very own Marcus McPeck. Oh, okay. We're just working out the logistics up here. So New Lex up 1-0. Again, I mentioned that football tomorrow, Meadowbrook will be here at New Lex. And the other game you told me, Tri-Valley
Philo.
at Philo.
Yep.
That ought to be a good one. Actually, they both ought to be good.
Yeah, I'm excited for the New Lex Meadowbrook game. That's the game I'm going to be doing.
Great facility, and everybody treats us so well here. Amanda McCoy, the athletic director. By the way, nicely done on the floor, man. You look great down there.
Thank you. I'm all over the place today.
Well, I would describe you as a color announcer, but you're directing and producing and engineering, and you should tell Matt Mahalko that you should get a raise is what you should do. I just don't want it to come at my expense, okay? So our crew here today, again, Natalie Rich on the camera, Marcus McPeck to my left, who just gave one of those giant checks. I always wanted to do that. I guess I could give some money, couldn't I? Well, that check is all around this campus,
yeah.
though, you know.
I was very excited when I found out I was doing the big check today.
Awesome. And there is in each of these matches a different sponsor of the New Lex program. But today, I can say with some pride, it was South 60 Films. All right, we're ready to go again. New Lex up 1-0.
That final score of that set was like deceptively distant for how the set started.
Well, and how it was played.
Right.
Because Philo's got a good team,
Yeah,
right?
they were very competitive the whole time. But New Lex, once they get going, they get going.
Gracie Newland comes in off the bench. The libero does not have to check in. They can just walk in. And on the other side, we see that with McKenna Staker. Wysinski will serve it. She does whenever New Lex has the first serve. The left-hander with the knuckleball serve. Middle set, block.
It's a great block.
Dupler and Burkhart were there. Boy, they just have not missed many at the net today.
Just a lot of athleticism on this team.
See if they set up that. Nope, they're going to go to the backside.
Again, that block.
But blocked again.
They're not even especially tall. They're just so athletic and explosive. They get off the ground quick.
And there's Burkhart with a touch across that finds the floor and another point. Wysinski, that hits the tape and drops. Comes over, goes over again. Another
the blocks
block.
are on fire.
Good save by Liv Fink. Dick sends it to the front row. Push across by Burkhart. There's Fink. Charles goes to the back row. Newland. Burkhart sets. Middle. Dupler off the block. And there'll be another point.
It was a good try.
A couple people had a chance, but Dupler sends it across with such force. You got to get in the middle of your arm.
It was just coming so fast. There was no shot.
If you don't get it directly in the middle of your forearm, you are without hope. The set.
The blocks.
And Charles on the other side of the court this time, but again, good block as it went into the tape.
They just can't break the front line.
Wysinski. And nice play there by Aaliyah Bussey. Instead of trying going back to the middle where those blockers were, she came down the near sideline and
they're tough when they're getting past that front line. They're just struggling.
Bussey with the serve. Dick the dig. There's Dupler. This one's going to go too far. Just was a little far. Oh, we got it. Did we get a tip call? We did.
Oh, interesting. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't detect it either, but New Lex will take it. I think a couple of people called it as well. 5-1. Good serve. Nice dig by Fink. This one will go deep. Again, if you have some distance from the net and the ball's behind you, the tendency is to send it just a bit far. Dupler the serve.
And it makes sense because these girls they're not necessarily judging it by where they are on the court, but they know that they should be right in front of the net. So when their distance is a little off, they're overcompensating.
When you saw Chloe Dick get the kill there to make it 7-1, Philo wanted to talk about it.
It's going to be tough to break this lead against this New Lex team. It's like you said, and we talked about a few weeks ago, you almost have to go up 10 early to have a chance to win by 2 late.
That's absolutely true. It's funny. It's almost as though they need that first part of the set to figure out where everybody is. Now, in this one, they already know.
Exactly.
So they're accelerating.
They have like a rhythm gathering period in their sets. It's almost like watching a boxing match. Like,
right.
You'll see people, the fighters circling each other to get that rhythm before they really start going.
Dupler. And there's a block, but it will go out. And Philo gets the point.
The kill came from the perfect angle to send the block out of bounds.
Fink on the serve. Burkhart back serve to
It's a great
Dupler, and she goes to the middle from the right side, finds the court for the point. Newland to serve. And good attempt, but the dig went awry, so an ace. She said she leads this team in aces.
Leads both team in aces, in fact. She leads Philo's best server by 20 aces for the season.
That says a lot. This time Staker was able to dig it out. Burkhart back set.
It's a great kill.
Wow, that just had a lot of rhythm.
Yes, it did.
As McIntyre, in football we call that a wheel route. She came around, it was a back set to her, and she caught it in rhythm for the kill.
I was just about to say it looked like it was drawn up, like they ran a set play.
And they did it to perfection, if so. Chloe Dick. And another block at the net, and it will go out. Good play by Hallie Harris, the setter, but just a little too far. She's had her work cut out for her.
Anybody on that front line has their work cut out for them.
And this serve will go in the net. 11-3. And replacing Charles, coming in to serve, is Addison Kuhn. Lefty. And pancakes. Dig on that one. We'll talk about that. Wysinski. And McIntyre on the hit. Back row from Bussey, but somebody got into it a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch who it was, but I saw a foot cross.
We talked about that pancake dig. That's when you put your hand flat on the floor, your palm on the, and let the ball come off the top of your hand. One of the harder things to do. Burkhart for Chloe Dick, and that will go off Bussey in the back row. And 12-4.
This new Lexington team is so well coached, so fundamentally sound, that they make those harder plays and those hustle plays almost every time if they have the chance.
Snedeker back in. Push it, the net, Burkhart there. Dupler, Chloe Dick, and just got it off the side of her hand.
Didn't quite get her hand fully on it.
And into the net.
Probably lucky for Philo she didn't.
Sophia Shima, who had a whale of a JV game earlier, is in for Philo. Burkhart in the middle. It's McIntyre on the hit. This time they go to Dick. She goes cross court. Staker on the dig. The hit will go deep.
You could tell when that came off her hand, it was going too deep. She hit it too far up instead of down.
Setting now for Philo is Addison Kuhn. Giving a rest to Hallie Harris. Good dig. And not able, just too close to the net. Bree Wolf did a good job getting it in play, but set was difficult to navigate.
It almost looked like it went to a spot she didn't expect it to.
Kuhn with the set. Cross court from Wolf. Snedeker tipped at the net. And that was a great kill from Bree Wolf. 14-6, New Lex leads it. Back in there is Ava Robbins. We know who she usually replaces is Ava White. There must be an Ava quota on the floor.
Must always be one.
The back set goes over. Philo keeps it in play. What's the call going to be? Too many hits.
Yep. I don't agree with that call. I didn't catch which player it was, but one of the New Lex players did tip it back over, so it should have reset the count.
And the dig off the great serve goes into the net and falls for another New Lex point. McIntyre, her second serve in a row. Staker digs it out. Fink, and then the tip at the net by Bussey for the point.
That's a great play.
And she's got quick ups.
She did. Very explosive.
Not as tall as some of their players, but man, she gets up off the floor. Hallie Harris back in, she serves. And this one will be just a little long from Liv Fink. Good play in that rally by Caroline Dupler to made Philo a little out of system. Wysinski. Staker with the dig. In the middle, the push. At the net. And winning it was Burkhart. She's another one that gets up off the floor.
She is.
And you don't really need that from a setter, but she does so much more. So 18-7.
Yeah, there's a lot of athleticism on the floor right now.
And again, a little bit of a slow start for New Lex in set number one. Kind of felt things out. And then won it going away. And here in the second, they just kept that momentum going.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if Philo changes anything coming into the third set to get New Lex running slower again.
But the play at the net, and that's really, as we've talked about, Marcus, this New Lex has just dominated, and they just seem to be a little bit more in control.
Yeah, Philo's just having a hard time breaking through that wall.
So Wysinski to serve it. Charles back in for Philo. The lefty lets it go. Harris, the set. Good athletic save.
Set was
Bussey.
A little off space. She went around those uprights.
Yeah, you've got to be within the poles, for lack of a better word. So 18-8. And Bussey trying to get the ace coming down the near sideline. Hits just at the top of the tape and falls down. Chloe Dick in. She will replace Abby Denny, one of the seniors that was in there for a little bit.
That shows the confidence of Coach Board that they were going to win this set anyway, that Chloe Dick hasn't been on the floor for as long as she has.
We should have called some attention to that.
Yeah.
But the people that were stepping into some of the things that she does were taking control.
Exactly. They were playing so well that it almost they didn't miss her absence, which is surprising because she's so good.
Dupler with the ace makes it 21-8. She'll serve again. Bussey with the dig, the tip at the net. Did it go out? It did.
It appeared to.
So Philo will get the point as the block just.
Looked like it landed just outside the line.
It did. Back in for Philo comes Bree Wolf. Serve across. Burkhart will set it for Chloe Dick. What a dig.
Shot that one to space.
Holy smokes. Liv Fink sent that one. That actually hit the roof here in the gym. But what a great job she did to get that one straight up in the air.
She got under it just a little too much.
Newland with the serve, and there's another
That's
ace.
a great serve.
Bussey, one of the better players that able to dig out the tough shots, but not that one. 23-9. Newland this time, and
Ace
she'll
again.
get it in for the ace. 2 aces in a row, different ways, but.
And that's why she leads the team.
And she will serve for the second set. She went all 3 areas of the court that time. Then she gets the dig. Wysinski sets it up. McIntyre pushes it across. A block at the net. Wysinski able to dig it out. Burkhart sets up Chloe Dick. All the way across. Newland. Burkhart. McIntyre. Pushing it across is Bree Wolf. Right back at him, and that will fall in for set point. 2-0 here at New Lexington High School. Glad you've joined us tonight. Kevin Rao with Marcus McPeck on the other mic and Natalie Rich behind the camera.
This New Lexington team is poised to make a deep, deep playoff run coming up. They're just so good. They've only lost 1 game to an in-division rival against Coshocton earlier in the season, and they just won their season trilogy against them 2-1. So they've scarcely lost in their division.
And again, it'd be interesting to watch that. I mean, we've just seen some great matches this year.
Absolutely.
And even when, again, as we've talked about, when you see on paper that it's a 3-0 win for New Lex, the teams that have come in have played well. This is just a sport where you don't, even when the score seems a little outmoded or distant, you still have seen some really good action.
Absolutely. You can't really judge the game just on the stat sheet like you can with, like, football, say. Like, if you see a football team won by 30, you're like, oh, they dominated. But in volleyball, you might, like you said, see a team win 3-0 and think it was a dominant win, but each of those games they won by 2.
Yeah. I mean, it is just a sport. If you haven't come out and watched it in person, you're really doing yourself a disservice, because these athletes are incredible and they work hard. So come on out. And as these teams keep playing, go to the tournament, we hope you'll support them. And if you're a New Lex fan, you've got some years ahead of you to cheer for this team, as we talked about. Philo with 3 seniors, so they're going to continue to get better.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this New Lex team next year. If they keep all of their core players and don't lose them to another sport or what have you, they are going to be so tough. They might be the 1 seed in D5 next year. Right now they're at 9, and I think that's a little too low for what their record shows.
Well, you just got to prove it. That's why you play them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
On the Philo side, I can tell you one of the leaders of this team is Aaliyah Bussey. She actually addressed the team in that timeout, got them going a little bit.
And you love to see that, and college recruits love to see that.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Even if your team's losing, if you're showing that leadership and that initiative, like that, it can take you far.
Well, it's just fun to compete. I've played on some teams whose record wasn't all that good, but you still wanted to go every day.
Absolutely.
And it will be Aaliyah Bussey to serve it to start this 3rd set. Chloe Dick on the dig. In the middle, the left-handed touch. I'll tell you, Lena Fink is having an incredible match.
She is. She's been the dominant force here today.
But she's defended the net as well as I've seen a player this year. Wysinski trying to just clear the net, hits the tape and drops back. Liv Fink to serve for Philo. Chloe Dick with the dig. There was Fink again on the hit, the touch. Wysinski there. Burkhart was Dupler with the kill. Deep it goes. Newland able to send it back to the net. And there she is again. Lena Fink.
I don't know if Coach Board noticed something about this Philo team that would give Lena Fink an advantage, but she has been just dominant today.
She and Chloe Dick both stand 5'10", and they can jump on top of that.
Extremely athletic.
Across it comes from Dupler. And the touch at the net, Burkhart. And Burkhart is just an athlete. You just flat out an athlete. Goes and gets it wherever it is.
She's very impressive. As impressive as Chloe and Lena are, Burkhart, her athleticism is almost a different level because she gets up just as high as those two, but she's a good 4 or 5 inches shorter.
Burkhart sends it across out of system and just a little deep on the hit coming from Charles, I believe. So Caroline Dupler, third team up 4-1 and leading 2-0. Bussey with the dig. Staker sends it to the net, but nobody there wanted it.
Miscommunication. That's actually something that Natalie pointed out to me earlier, that the Philo team seems to have a lesser communication than New Lex, and I really think that's up to the coaching.
Well, and these players just have melded so early in this season and continue to play well. But you're absolutely right, Marcus. The communication for the Panthers is outstanding. And for players of any sport, that's what it takes to be successful. Whatever sport you name, you've got to communicate.
100%.
Funny, I'm reading a book right now, The Boys of Riverside, about the deaf high school football team in California that won the state championship, and they communicate a different way.
Ooh.
But still get it done.
That would be interesting to see.
And was it tipped? It was not. Yeah, it's funny because they thought they had an advantage when things got loud and so on.
Yeah, I mean they would. Because having a loud arena around you or a loud crowd around you can make it tough to keep your focus.
And there's a beautiful serve.
When I was a kid boxing, I heard the crowd once. I heard my name and I looked away.
Oh, that is not good.
So in that situation, being deaf may have been an advantage.
Yep. Addison Kuhn we've got to call somebody into the net. So we'll go to New Lex. Just before that, it was, and again, I want to make sure we give credit where credit is due. And that block is in, so coming right back at Ava White, who hit it. But I believe it was Ava Robbins who had the ace before. Newland. Good play by Bree Wolf to keep it alive. Burkhart with the left-handed kill attempt. Push on the other side, blocked in the middle by McIntyre.
They do an incredible job at staying out of the net, too, on those blocks.
I don't know how you do that, because often they're running from the 10-foot line, and you just can't figure it out.
When I was in high school playing in gym class, I was a halfway decent volleyball player, but I could not stay out of the net.
8-3. Newland, that one will go long. So 8-4. Philo cuts the lead. And it will be Ava White to serve. McIntyre goes down to get it. Chloe Dick. And then the hit in that, trying to get it back over. Good dig in the back row by Ava White, but tough to play after that. Snedeker in, Wysinski out. We've seen it all season as they move in and out for each other.
Yep.
Snedeker to the front row.
It's an interesting strategy, but it makes sense because Snedeker's so tall. And what's her name? I don't have a roster in front of me. Number 7.
Oh, that's Wysinski.
Wysinski, that's right.
Yeah.
She's, like I said earlier, a great server. So having that duo swapping is great.
Almost unfair.
Yeah, it's a little mean.
Burkhart with the ace. It's funny, I've watched her play out here, and except for serving, you would have no idea which hand is dominant for her.
Yeah.
But she is a lefty.
A lot of lefties on the floor today.
And Bussy, they're
Right
going
on
to
the
say it was, well, we're waiting for the call. It was in on that kill down the line. So point to Philo. Bree Wolf will serve it. Newland, the dig. Burkhart, Snedeker couldn't quite time it, so hits it across. In the middle, Snedeker digs it out. Burkhart will set it. Snedeker there, and it will hit the pole, and it will be another point for New Lex. Snedeker, a good job there. She's primarily there to hit the kill shot, but did a good job digging it out at the net. Chloe Dick out. Back in, senior Abby Denny.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Chloe anymore today. Unless Philo makes a big comeback.
Newland can't quite get to it as the line judge was right there. And Charles back in, as well as Hallie Harris. Harris to serve it for Philo. Newland goes down to get it. Snedeker the hit over. Push down the opposite line. Snedeker blocked at the net. She
you got to get that.
keeps it, but then just a little miscommunication in the middle. Burkhart had not quite righted herself, and I think everybody expected her to be there because she always is.
Yeah, she was just a little too far back.
Newland digs it. Opposite side hit. McIntyre.
There was some heat on that one.
Avoided the block at the net. Back in is Lena Fink. Replaces Newland. McIntyre the serve. Harris. And the hit blocked at the net.
She just gets up so fast. And her timing's perfect.
And this one, did it get? Nope, it did not. It will be out. Hey, you know, that's the thing about Lena Fink. That second jump.
Yeah,
she's
like a pogo stick.
That's how you judge basketball players too, how fast they can get up the second time after they land.
I'm sure she's an incredible basketball player too.
So 13-9, Philo with a couple of straight points.
I'm excited to see their girls basketball team coming up in the winter because I'm sure a good bit of these players are on it. And if they are like I assume they are, they're going to be tough.
And at the net, they're going to say Snedeker went under. Had she not gone up, it would have fallen on the other side and been their point. But you don't know that when you're all the way in the air. Yeah. That's a tough call. Bussy on the serve.
She made a great play. She just got a little too close.
And That time Fink couldn't get it over. As we talk about out of system, that means that you didn't have the typical dig, set, and kill attempt. The push and gets in there. That's Dupler. Wysinski back in, Snedeker out, and Wysinski will move to serve with her team up 2-0, 14-11 here in this third set. To the back row it goes. Bussey, Harris, and the push across. That was Burkhart. Charles pushes it across from Philo. Burkhart sets up Dupler, and too deep. 14-11. That's I will say this too about the clock as it goes to 14-12. They put the score up faster than anybody I've ever seen.
They are so fast.
So fast.
I can't keep up with them.
You think you're waiting for it to change, and it's already changed. Burkhart pushes it across. Here's Wolf.
You were talking about them being out of system earlier, and they use that strategically a lot, where they'll just go dig and then push over. And they get a lot of points off that usually.
Well, to our surprise, Chloe Dick back in.
Yep.
Charles hits it over. Wysinski sets it. Burkhart. Wolf, and she'll get the point on the kill. And replacing Charles is Ava Robbins. No, I'm sorry. That is Addison Kuhn. Kuhn will serve it. Another lefty.
It's tough to tell some of these Philo girls apart because they all have the same hair going on.
Yeah, they do. Wolf pushes it across. Burkhart in the middle. Fink pushed it across. She'll get another chance. No, it'll be Chloe Dick.
Great kill.
That went right where Addison Kuhn's head was had she not ducked.
She caught a girl in the face earlier, too.
I would just turn my back and say, you're good. 16-13. Newland, another good serve. Push across.
Looks like she got in the net.
Yep. 17-13. Newland with another serve. She stands just 5'4", but packs a wallop. Goes to the other corner this time. Staker digs it out. And this one Wysinski couldn't handle. Really nicely done by Ava White. Going cross court. And she will get the serve. Her team down by 3 here in the third set. Burkhart pushes it across, pushed right back at her. Another one, and this one a little more directed with her left hand. Finds space and earns the point.
She was a little more on her feet and ready that time.
And it will be Burkhart to serve it after getting the point. Kuhn sets it. Good block at the net. And this one will just go out. Bree Wolf tried to find some space on the sideline.
They really are just dominating with those blocks. We're not seeing as many kill scores as we normally would out of New Lex because they're doing so well blocking.
Wolf pushes it to the midcourt. Burkhart sets up Chloe Dick. She sounded like she didn't hit it where she wanted, but it didn't matter.
No.
She had such force coming forward, and she went cross court where nobody was. You can tell by the sound of the hit, and that one was a little flat.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
She kind of caught it with her palm more than like the heel of the hand.
Burkhart hits it for the ace. Liv Fink just couldn't quite control it. So Burkhart will have another one.
It's wild to see the spark plug that Chloe is for this team. She goes out, the score was down to them only up 2, now they're back up 8.
22-14. And let's see if they can get this one. Nope. And then it'll be another point. (23-14). Couple more and it will be the match. This one goes to the back row, saved but not fast enough. And just like that, it's match point. And it will be Burkhart once again to serve for the match. Bussey, and the push over, saved again. The push across.
I think she got away with a grab there.
Staker set it on the other side. This one, no.
Great kill.
Will finish it. McIntyre in the middle for the kill. And a 25-14 third set win. And again, a little slow get started in set number one, but after that, the New Lex Panthers take off and get the 3-0 win.
Once they get going, they get going. They're just so tough.
Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight at New Lexington High School. We're glad that you joined us. Final score, once again, a 3-0 win for New Lex over Philo. For my crew tonight, Natalie Rich on the camera, my broadcast partner, Marcus McPeck, I'm Kevin Rao. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.